All right, guys, what's up? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. And right now, I am actually currently live streaming, and I just came up with something in the chat, just making a discussion talking about the upcoming reveal event for Modern Warfare 3, as well as X-Defiant, quote unquote, being in trouble and my concerns about that. So just kind of going back and forth and talking about X-Defiant and talking about Modern Warfare 3. However, I thought of something that actually that would be like the biggest and ultimate troll and scummy move for Activision, because we know right now that this is Activision, or should I say the current Activision's very last Call of Duty, right? So they want to squeeze as much milk out of this cow as possible, and to do it by any means necessary, right? The entire Call of Duty community has been pretty much saying how these guys are basically going to be capitalizing off of a $70 patch, which is what Modern Warfare 3 is going to be, right? A $70 update, so to speak, right? Okay, so every one of us that is interested in Call of Duty or just keeps our eye on Call of Duty knows about the leaks and rumors and stuff like that. And in less than 24 hours from now, it's going to be revealed, right? In about 12 or 13 hours from now, it's going to be revealed, and we're going to know everything that we're going to need to know in terms of the launch, and then of course the beta dates and all that kind of other stuff. So here, this basically all revolves around the beta and the release. So I can't help but think this, and every single time I do, it very much sounds like old Activision doing what it does to maximize profits. And here it is, right? It's the ultimate manipulation game, and here it is. I think that it's possible that during the Modern Warfare 3 beta, right, for the new Modern Warfare 3, I think it's possible that they may remove or reduce SBMM / EOMM, right? Skill-based matchmaking and engagement optimization matchmaking during the beta. And then everybody's going to go nuts. Like all the content creators, all the shills, all that kind of stuff, like the legit content creators and the non-legit content creators, the ones that only care about money and profits, and then the ones that don't give a shit. Well, most content creators, honestly. 8 Thoughts, the Ghost of 8, actually had it right. Most content creators really don't give a shit about anybody except themselves, right? So he was right about that. But anyway, going back on topic here, all the content creators are going to go nuts, and everybody's going to be just excited and just pooping their pants, peeing their pants, and having some sort of explosion in their pants, right? Because of this thing, right? And all of a sudden the beta becomes the best thing since sliced bread, and then people are going to be saying, oh, X-Defiant's got nothing on this game because guess what, Call of Duty has now removed engagement optimization in skill-based matchmaking, blah blah blah. And you know, what have you got to say now? Plus they're bringing back all the old maps, and with today's bells and whistles, and with the FOV, and you know, slide canceling, the mini map is back, I mean, and all this kind of other stuff. Well, my worry is that, okay, this may happen, but guess what? Come release day, they may very well put it back in. I mean, how hard would it actually be for them to remove something, or let's say significantly reduce something, right? That is obviously algorithm based, and then all of a sudden come release, which takes place like what? When is the beta? Sometime in October. So like, let's say they got a month or so. Excuse me. Let's say they got a month or so before the full release of the game. And then all of a sudden, guess what? During that whole month, what are they going to do? They're basically going to, quote unquote, update the game to where they are going to implement, or should I say re-implement or reintroduced engagement optimization matchmaking / skill-based matchmaking. I mean, doesn't this sound like classic Activision to you, or old Activision? And let me remind you, they're going to be gone after this, right? The guys that are currently in charge right now in terms of Activision, they're going to be gone. Okay? They're literally going to be gone. Our only saving grace is if they actually are planning to do this, our only saving grace is for Microsoft to acquire the company before the full game release, and them to either put a stop to this or change shit up before release or something like that, if there is enough time to do so, depending on whenever this happens. It could happen anywhere from the end of August to sometime in September, or at the very latest, mid to late October, because October 16th, I believe, is the day to when the deadline is for them to acquire the company without paying any kind of penalty fee, which I believe is $3 billion or whatever it is. You know, to Microsoft, that's chump change, but at the end of the day, we still want this acquisition to go through, not just because of Microsoft. And Microsoft does want it to go through, but right now they're just kind of, you know, settling things with the CMA or whatnot, in order to basically iron things out with as far as the UK is concerned. But other than that, If that ends up not happening, then they can just close the deal at any time they want. They don't have any courts to stop them. But ultimately, at the end of the day, doesn't it sound like it's definitely a possibility at this point that to where they can actually remove or reduce EOMM or SBMM and then put it right back in again upon the game's release? To like literally maximize profits. People will be hyping it. And then once they have everybody and once they have everybody's money and the game releases, wham, bam, you're screwed. Doesn't that sound like Activision to you? And nobody else is talking about this. So this came up in a subject on the stream, which is actually going live right now. And then once I stop recording, you know, I'm going to start uploading after I go offline and when I go to play pool. So with that being said, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is possible? Do you guys think that this could happen? Or is it something that takes a lot more time to happen in terms of taking it out and then putting it back in again? But anyway, that's all I got for this one. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.